Nobody likes reading the rules to the game. Nobody listens when you try to tell them the rules anyway. So what if we can make the starting steps to your game night just a little bit easier? Let's look into how stairs, safes, and secret passages can make you a millionaire or die trying. Welcome to the library, and today we'll be looking at the rules and gameplay for 13 Dead End Drive. 13 Dead End Drive is a free-for-all game where if you have Aunt Aggie's fortune, you need to escape. But if somebody else has it, you need to commit murder. To start, let's set up this unique game board. First, you'll set up the walls. Add your stair steps, your chandelier, your fire trap, and your portrait. Next, you'll add the bookshelf and the night trap. Finally, add the characters around the table and the detective at the end of the path. Next, you're going to separate out the cards into 3 piles. The trap cards, the portrait cards, minus Aunt Agatha, and the player cards. From there, you're going to put them in these locations. Trap cards will go in the front lawn. These will be drawn during the game and are used to activate the traps. You'll put Aunt Agatha on the bottom of the deck of portrait cards and then place them in the portrait above the mantle. If you see any other characters besides Aunt Agatha at the start of the game, reshuffle and make sure she is at the bottom. Finally, you may deal out the character cards. A 4-player game gets everyone 3 cards, 3 players get 4 cards, and for 2 players, deal everyone 6 cards, but do not let them look at 2 of them. Those 2 cards are secret cards, and they're meant to keep the 2-player game fresh. Now that everything's ready, you're going to roll the die, and the person who rolls highest gets to go first. In this game, you want to end up with Aunt Agatha's fortune, and there's a few ways to do that. The first way is to escape, while your player's portrait is above the mantle. The detective can arrive while your portrait is above the mantle, or you're the last one alive. On your turn, you'll roll 2 die and move 2 characters that many spaces. So I've rolled a 3 and a 4, so I'll move this person 4 and this person 3. Now, if I had rolled doubles, 2 things could have happened. The first thing is that I would change the portrait. The second thing is that I could have moved 1 character the full amount of those die instead of splitting it between the 2. You could still move 2, but sometimes it's better to move just 1 person. There are 5 secret passageways around the mansion that all connect with each other. If you move a pawn onto the passage space, if you have more movement, you can use 1 space to move them to any other secret passage entrance. There are also 5 trap spaces where most of the game is going to be played around. To activate the trap spaces, you need to have a character land on them by exact count, and then play a trap card to activate the trap. I'm glad you asked. When you land on a trap space, you pull a trap card. Now, if the trap card matches the trap that you're currently on, you can play it immediately and activate the trap. If it doesn't match the trap, you hold on to it. Traps happen after movement. So if another player lines up a character and doesn't spring a trap on them, you will need to use a turn to move them off of the trap space, and then another turn to put them back on the trap space. This strategy is used to sometimes keep your own characters alive. Note, you don't have to kill just the character that's on the mantle. You can kill anyone. When a character is eliminated, place them in a makeshift graveyard next to the house. If their portrait is visible, remove it. If not, wait for it to be visible, and then remove it. You're asking a lot of questions. I like that about you. Mixed amongst the trap cards are the detective cards. When you pull a detective card, you must immediately play it. Move the detective forward 1 space closer to the door, and then draw another trap card. It is possible to pull multiple detective cards in a row before you pull a trap card. With all that in mind, if your character's portrait is above the mantle at the end of the game, you win. That has been the rulebook for 13 Dead End Drive. If there's any information you think I have forgot, feel free to put it in the comments below. But remember, Sometimes having fun with your friends means forgetting a rule or two. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know what board, card, or tabletop game you want me to read the rulebook for next. Thanks for watching.